Avermedia has been doing a lot of interesting things lately. I believe they're mostly known for their capture cards to, capture gameplay footage and whatnot, or at least that's what I know them for. But they've been doing some things that incorporate that, but do a little, extra, right? They previously did the Extra Go, which I did a video on, which was a dock that you could use for the Nintendo Switch, the Steam Deck, the Asus ROG Ally, Android devices, tablets, Apple devices, where you just, could output to a TV, power the device, and also capture footage without the use of a PC. You could also use it with a PC if you wanted, but I thought it was a really awesome thing. And now they followed it up with a couple new devices that incorporate, similar ideas, but they're kind of a little different. And I thought this was neat as well. They sent these to me for purpose of review. I have not opened them yet, so we're just going to quickly check them out. They have, two things. They look very similar. Can be a little confusing. You just got to, I guess, pay attention here. But they have the Core Go and the Elite Go. So yeah, the packaging looks very similar, but there's going to be differences, right? The name, kind of, wish they would have done it a little different, maybe a little different color or something. But yeah, one has capture capabilities while the other one doesn't, but they both have similarities. They're both charging docks. So they plug into an outlet. You can charge multiple devices. They're 100-watt GAN chargers, but they also can output to a TV video output, right? So more than a wall charger, connects to a big screen, transfers data, captures video, all that kind of good stuff, right? So 4K 60 display. The capture device has 4K, I believe, pass through, but captures 1080p, 60 FPS, fast charging, all that good stuff. A lot of specs on the side there, but we're just going to test it out, like both of them real quick. I know there's a lot of little things to look at with it. Like, I believe it's like 105 watt max to charge things, because there's multiple ports on both of them. And I know they have charts. I'll put them up as far as like what can be used max at a time. Like I think like the USB-A does like 5 watts, and then you could have that plugged in 100 watt at one time. And then there's like, you could have 45 watts max on one and 45 on another. So there's like multiple combinations, or you could have 3 things. It just can't, obviously you can't have like 200 watts at a time type of thing. It's like 100, 105 type deal, but I'll put those charts up. But certain devices, like using PCs and stuff, you could have accessories plugged into the USB device or the USB port using those devices. That's pretty cool. The Core Go is $80. The Elite Go is $130, and they are available now from what they've told me. So here's the Core. Pop that out, plug it in, and good to go, right? Does it come with any cables? Yeah, sure does. And you get like a Euro plug, if that's what it's called, I guess. Nice braided USB-C cable. Sweet. Oh, and then another, whatever these, I don't know. I'm in the US, so I don't know what these plugs are. They're obviously for different places in the world. So there's the Elite Go. So they both look the same. Just minor differences, obviously, with the layout there. Okay, so let's test out charging a couple devices at once. So I just looked at the chart. So if I use both of the USB-C ports, it'll be 45 watts at once if the device is, support that anyway. You can do 3 ports at once, just depends on, what you're doing. But both of them are gonna have similar support, or the same support as far as charging goes. But let's plug this one in. Then just use both of these cables. Plug that into the Steam Deck. Get that charging. And also plug in the switch. So this bottom port, I'm going to be plugging in the switch here to charge, but I believe, and it is charging, got the little indicator, both of them are charging, but I believe that port, if I were to be capturing with this device, I would use that to plug into my PC, right? So the HDMI would be for my out, to whatever monitor I was using. This would be whatever the device. So I would have like the switch plugged in to this to my monitor, this to my PC. So we'll test that in a second here. So yeah, got two things charging at once. If both things supported it, it would be 45 watts each. So cool. Let's go ahead and test capturing with this. So I'm ready to check out and test the Elite Go with capturing footage and HDMI output to my TV, which is behind the laptop. We'll check that out in a second. And this may seem obvious the way it works, but I just thought it was kind of interesting, depending on how you're plugging in the cables with how it recognizes what you're wanting to do, right? So first I plugged in the USB-C cable to my laptop here. I have OBS opened up and ready to capture footage of my Steam Deck. But I plugged in the laptop first, plugged it into the Elite Go to the bottom, and it started charging my laptop. That's what it's doing right now. It's charging it. It's not doing anything else. And then when I plugged the Steam Deck into the top of the Elite Go and I plugged in an HDMI cable, then it shifted away from that. It stopped charging the laptop. It started outputting video to my TV, and it started showing the Steam Deck footage in OBS. So I thought that was kind of cool. Just the way it shifts what it knows you want to do depending on how you have things plugged in and whatnot. So pretty cool. I'll go ahead and plug the top cable in now for the Steam Deck, get that going, and it should just like recognize, boom, Steam Deck visuals shifted off, and now it's like saying, hey, AC adapter is not compatible because it's not charging now. So it'll take a second, but it did pop up on my TV back there. Now I may have to just like reactivate. It popped up. And then as you also see, I have this 8-bit Ultimate C controller through 2.4 gigahertz. You could use this Bluetooth through Android only, but 2.4 gigahertz dongle plugged into the USB port on the Elite Go, and that is synced up to the Steam Deck. Pretty awesome. So yeah, you can use accessories that way. So I thought that was pretty sweet. I mean, as you could see, I'll kind of shift things a little bit. You could see back there is my Steam Deck outputting to my TV. And then the same thing in OBS, I could record this footage, jump into some games and whatnot. Start playing games, recording footage, live streaming if I want. It's kind of nice because then you have that whole power supply dock there, keeping your system charged, which is freaking sweet. As you could see, it is let me zoom up so you could actually see. It is powering the Steam Deck at the same time that we are outputting footage and capturing footage. So yeah, a dock and a capture device all in one. That's pretty damn convenient, dude. At least I think. So yeah, there's some cool use cases here with a device like that. If you have your Nintendo Switch plugged in a permanent spot and you have maybe your laptop somewhere, you have your Steam Deck somewhere, you want to, just use that as the permanent power supply, or, just a setup for a device like this, and you're, wanting to capture footage every once in a while, that's cool. But if you don't have a reason to want to capture footage, you can always go with, the Core Go version, which is what, like $50 cheaper. You have no reason to capture footage, and it has the same compatibility. You can, plug in accessories to a USB port, provide power, and video output. So I think these are cool little devices from avermedia. If you're interested, I'll put links down below if I can find them. I'm pretty sure they're selling them on their website. They should probably be on Amazon as well. I haven't checked yet, but yeah, pretty neat stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Do these seem useful to you? I think they seem useful to me. I've used things that are fairly similar in the past, but just having that additional, feature of capturing, video, that's pretty cool, man. So yeah, Bye.